When I was young, I believed every successful entrepreneur was a genius who came up with groundbreaking, never-before-seen ideas. That's what movies and books often show us, right? But here's the truth. The most successful businesses don't always start with originality. They start with demand. Imagine someone walking into a room full of thirsty people and offering water. No pitch, no persuasion needed. That's what a high-demand business feels like. Too many people waste time dreaming out complex ideas instead of solving simple, pressing problems. If you look at businesses like Uber or Airbnb, they didn't invent transportation or hospitality. They identified inefficiencies in the system and fixed them. And trust me, the opportunities to do the same are all around us. But why don't most people see them? It's because they're searching for something unique instead of listening to what people need. So the first step is to let go of the myth that your idea has to be revolutionary. Focus on finding something people are already desperate for. Start asking, what do people complain about the most in their daily lives? Because every complaint is a potential business waiting to happen. The power of observation. I remember a conversation with a friend who always complained about traffic. If there was only a way to make commuting more efficient, he'd say. That complaint stuck with me. A few years later, ride-sharing apps exploded, and I couldn't help but think, this is exactly what he wanted. The thing is, most of us hear these everyday problems and move on. We don't pause to think, what if I could fix this? High-demand business ideas don't come from brainstorming alone. They come from observing. Go to a busy marketplace, scroll through social media, or listen to customer reviews online. Patterns will emerge. What frustrates people? What do they wish they had? Observation isn't just passive, it's active listening. Look around your neighborhood, your workplace, even your family. High-demand ideas are often hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to pay attention. Remember, every product or service that you see today started as an answer to someone's problem. The secret: sharpen your observational skills and start seeing problems as opportunities instead of inconveniences. Leveraging trends. Do you know what TikTok, cryptocurrency, and plant-based diets all have in common? They're all trends that turned into massive industries. Here's the thing, trends are not just fads, they're signals. They tell us what people are paying attention to and where they're spending their money. But let me make one more thing clear. Blindly following trends won't make you successful. The trick is to find the intersection between a trend and a problem that it solves. For example, the rise of remote work during the pandemic wasn't just a trend. It revealed issues with home office setups, internet connectivity, and time management. Businesses that solved these problems thrived. They found high-demand ideas and started tracking trends. They used tools like Google Trends, Twitter hashtags, or even Amazon's bestseller lists. But don't stop there. Ask yourself, is this trend solving a problem, or is it just hype? Starting with your strengths. Imagine someone who loves cooking trying to start a tech company. Sure, it is possible, but wouldn't it be easier to start a food-related business? One of the most overlooked strategies for finding high-demand ideas is starting with your strengths. What are you good at? What do people often ask for your help with? These questions can lead you to an idea that feels natural and scalable. High-demand businesses often require skills or expertise, and starting with something that you're already good at gives you an advantage. For example, if you're a fitness enthusiast, think about the challenges people face in staying healthy. Maybe they struggle with finding healthy snacks or creating workout plans. You already have the knowledge, so use it. This doesn't mean your idea has to be a one-person operation either. You can always hire experts, but starting with your strengths makes the journey a little bit easier. Analyzing market gaps. Have you ever gone shopping and thought, why doesn't this product exist? That's a market gap. It's a sign that people want something, but no one is offering it, or at least not in the right way. Finding these gaps is one of the quickest ways to identify high-demand business ideas. Here's how you can do it. Look at existing businesses and study their reviews. What do customers love? More importantly, what do they hate? For example, if a popular restaurant gets consistent complaints about long wait times, that's an opportunity. Can you create a similar restaurant with faster service? Or can you build an app that lets customers reserve tables in advance? Market gaps are everywhere, but they require you to dig a little bit deeper. thinking long term. High demand businesses don't just solve a problem, they solve a lasting problem. Think about the difference between a fad and a need. Fidget spinners were a fad, but education apps are a need. When brainstorming ideas, ask yourself, will people still want this 5 years from now? Longevity does matter. A great business isn't just relevant today, it's relevant tomorrow, next year, and beyond. This doesn't mean that you have to predict the future, but you should think about how trends and technology might evolve. For example, as the world becomes more eco-conscious, sustainable products are becoming less of a trend and more of a necessity. High-demand ideas don't just ride waves, they create them. Taking action. Finally, the most important step, action. You can have the best idea in the world, but if you don't act on it, it's worthless. Too many people get stuck in the analysis paralysis, overthinking every detail. But here's the thing, execution beats perfection every time. Start small, but start. If you believe in your idea, take the first step today. Register a domain, create a social media page, or reach out to potential customers. Remember, action breeds clarity. The more you do, the more clearer your path will become.